Hello and welcome to Ovation Boats. My name's Julia Mason and I'm at the workshop on a Saturday for a change. That's why I've not got my uniform on. I'm sorry there's a bit of a wobble on the camera. I've forgotten to bring my selfie stick. So I'm going to be taking you on a tour around the workshop to show you what's been happening behind the scenes to how we build your boat. But we've come in on a Saturday as much as anything else because we're working on our own boat, doing a bit of a paint job. But also it's going to be quieter to show you what I find is quite exciting. There's new things happening at Ovation Boat. Now, Chris and I, we're painting our own boat, as I say. We're painting it outside and we're finding that there's all sorts of problems with the weather this year, whether it's the sunshine, the baking sunshine, or the incredibly hot sunshine. Temperatures have been soaring. We've not been able to spend as much time on the boat as we would like, and we've been having to start early in the morning to get the paint job done before it gets too hot. Anyway, the same has been said for painting the boats on the inside of the workshop for customers. And I don't know whether you can tell from behind me, we have actually got, pardon me, we have actually got only one boat in at the moment, and that is Ethelthred, or Ethelred. I need to check up how to pronounce it. It's a new boat that we're building for a customer. It's a 60-foot narrow boat that has the primer coat on at the moment, but we're building a paint shed. So I'm going to show you the paint shed that so far is under construction, and we've come in, as I say, on a Saturday morning, so nobody else is in, so we're quite safe, and Chris and I are also doing a bit of catching up with our own paint work as well. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll show you what we've got so far. So I've turned the camera around, and as I'm walking forward in the very quiet workshop, it's not usually like this. As you can see in front of me, we have a boat that's currently being primered. We've not finished it yet. There's still the rear deck to do, but it's in a rather fetching red. I'm not sure why that's the case, but she certainly stands out. It won't be a problem though, because this boat has got the primer on, as I say. When the primer's been finished, it'll have a couple of coats of undercoat on, followed by the top coat. It may have more than 2 undercoats on it. It depends how it goes on, how it sands down. But one of the problems that we've had with Ovation Boats is controlling the dust and the climate within the workshop. And as you can see down here, we're all a bit topsy-turvy at the moment because there's a lot of work going on. But we tend to do the woodwork down here, and then the carpenters go onto the boats, which are side by side, usually just there. And as you can imagine, we try to keep the dust down as much as possible by cleaning and vacuuming, but there's always going to be dust in the air. And this year in particular has been very, very warm. We found it difficult to control the temperature within the workshop, and with the paints that we use, which is the International Protection Pro, I believe, just like with any paint, you need to have a sort of a certain temperature to get the best effect from your paint. Otherwise you have to sand it down and do it all again. So Chris Williams came up with the idea of building a paint booth, and this is what you see in front of you. So we've had a cherry picker hired, and we've built this this wonderful construction of trusses, which is being lined out with Celotex insulation board. You can see that going on there. We've got these fans externally, which will be drawing air in, the cooler air in. They will have a filter fitted, I believe. And then at the end of the workshop, or at the end of the painting booth, there will be more fans which will be drawing the air out. So there's going to be a good circulation of clean air, controlled clean air, and we will be having heaters put in for the winter when we need to sort of warm the painting booth up, and we will be able to have a cooling facility in the summer when it's too hot. So it's, as you can see, it's nowhere near finished yet. So the steel side over there will be lined with these Cellutex boards. The steel that is there at the moment has got spray insulation foam in. That was done many, many years ago by previous users of this unit to keep the weather out, to keep the birds out, to keep the dust out, all of that. So what we will do is we will build this as an enclosed unit. All the gaps will be sealed. So as best as we can make it, this will be a sealed painting unit so that we can do the best possible job we can to your boat. As I say, it's in the early stages. We hope to have it completed within the next couple of weeks. And then Ethelfled, or Ethelfled, it's King Alfred's daughter. She was Queen of the Britons, and I believe she lived in Leicestershire, out Measham way. So that's the boat that we've got in at the moment. This is the boat we're working on today. There is the cherry picker. So if you're wondering what's going to happen with all of this, this is all the old unit storage that we had. This will be taken down so that it will give us a clear way to work. All of the woodworking facility, which is over here, will be taken down and removed. That will again reduce the dust. And I don't know whether I can get down here. So we've got our office at the top of the stairs there. And on the other side of the office, going to the back of the office, now nobody usually comes down here except the workers, so I'm giving you I'm squeezing past. So this roller door just here, it opens into a big unit. You can see how far it goes back down there. It's a big unit, and behind those doors we're going to be moving all the woodworking equipment. There's this area just here where we store the painting bits and pieces. We have got other places where we store all the rollers and the tack cloths and everything. But this door here, that's just behind there, will be reinstated. And there is a door at the back there, which we'll get access. So behind this wall, we will have all the woodworking shop. So everything will be moved away from the main area. It's very dusty. So we will be doing our best to create the perfect environment for building your narrowboat. So I'm coming through now. As I say, we're all a bit of a jumble. It's a lot more tidy than this usually, but it's all a bit jumbled up because we're in the process of building that unit. Oh dear. So when it comes to the boats being painted, the boat that is just here will be moved sideways into the painting booth, and there will be panels that will be fitted down the side to form a wall, and that will enclose the boat, and there will be boardwalks either side of the boat. I know it doesn't look a terribly big space, but it will fit, I promise you. We don't need a lot of room to move around the outside of the boat, except when we're painting. Most of the work is done on the inside. and we're used to working in small spaces. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this tour around the workshop on this Saturday morning, and I'm going to head off now to my own little boat that you can see just in the back there, and get cracking on her. So thank you for watching Ovation Boats, and I shall post again soon. Bye bye.